Hey, girl.
It's gonna be okay, Kira. You're gonna be fine. Just get some, like,
recording.
tape to piece it back together.
Oh, there's still going to be some rules with Kitty. Whether her physical form survives at all.
Well, she's a familiar. She can always get a new one. Unless you're going to be really mean, and I forget the name of the YouTuber, but is this Australian girl who has some very interesting homebrew rules when it comes to making familiars interesting. I'll try and link her afterwards. Yeah, Matt Colville's mentioned
that's
her.
interesting.
Yeah.
So, like, Frumpkin, who has the highest deaths currently in the...
Oh my gosh, yes.
Including two times he was eaten by Knot as well, so...
Wait, Frumpkin was eaten by Knot?
Twice.
I don't remember this.
Me neither.
It was in the pre-story.
Oh yes, no, the backstory, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
For flavour, yeah, I gotcha.
Dude, I kicked that cat so hard it exploded.
Not the brave eats pussy. Who knew?
Oh, yes.
Someone was going to do
everybody.
it. Someone was going to say it.
Welcome to Voarcel. And it was you. Our Dark Fantasy 5th Edition D&D game. And there's the video, by the way, in player chat.
Ah, lovely. I'll check that out later.
Okay, yeah. Monarch's Factory. Very good channel. Very interesting stuff.
If I sound terrible, it's because I'm in my mother's kitchen. I am babysitting again.
Mm-hmm.
So, thankfully, baby was tired, so she has clonked out already. So I think we'll be all right.
Does the stream have sound at all right now?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. If I sound terrible, it's because I've had a little bit of a crappy cold because of the weather and everything. So I'm sure 4 hours of me just talking straight is going to be absolutely fine.
I also have sniffles.
Yeah, of course it is.
Deal with it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Many things. Many
Yes.
things.
All the things. So yeah.
Like Arena getting killed because somebody flicked up.
Yeah.
To be fair, there was a lot of fuck ups in that comeback.
Not from Ez. Ez and Zabornak were perfect. In fact, I actually forgot Ez in our... We will get to Voarcel eventually, kids, honest, but nah, screw it. We just... For those of you who don't watch our Curse of Strahd game, oh boy, shit went down.
Yep.
Ezerine was absolutely going to hug the fuck out of Zabornak and say, you know, she did a great job. She was perfect, flawless. But, you know, just, you know what it's like. You have plans, but they don't usually, you never really have the time for everything.
Yeah, I had a theory that was kind of confirmed about Arena's soul.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
By Jurnis herself. If any of you remember GLaDOS from Portal 2,
Yes.
and remember what she said just after her reactivation?
Depends which one.
The first time, at the beginning of the game.
Yes. We both said a lot of things that you're going to regret.
Oh, no, not that. Just, it's a little bit later about a certain thing that she has and what it made her experience.
Oh, yeah, towards the end. I see.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, I get the feeling that I'm not being less subtle, so I'll just flat out say it. GLaDOS has a black box, and it basically made her relive her death over and over and over and over again.
Oh.
To be fair, Reed was kind of already doing that anyway, so...
Yeah, but she had Kiri to protect her. She doesn't anymore.
She will do when she's revived.
And she's... From what Jurnis has said, she's not just experiencing her last death, she's experiencing every death now. So that's going to be fun when we finally get her back.
Is this something that I should probably take into consideration since I'm playing someone who has basically is part Arena.
Arena as an entity, as her soul, is still a singular entity within you, just like Jazra. You have incorporated her personality, but part of her is still singular, individual, and separate. Just like Jazz.
Yeah. No, not the character from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This is a different character.
Yeah, just like Jazra. So you remember how you had to meditate to contact Jazra? And her entity and that soul identity? You can do that with Arena.
Well, Arena's currently not in the best place she could be right now.
No.
But anyways, back to Voarcel.
Yay!
We'll talk about this more later.
Oh God, yes. So
I actually have Discord on my phone while I'm driving, so I can talk about this.
Okay, as long as you stay safe.
I got hands-free.
Cool. Very, very cool. Okay, but anyway, yes. 11 minutes past our start time. Last time on Voarcel, you all had an interesting encounter with an old friend of Jurnis's. Finally getting a little bit of context for some of the chaos and some of the drama that had been thrown your way over the past few days. Unfortunately for Ajali, she rolled a little bit low on her sleight of hand, and you basically grabbed her, took her into a quiet room, and had a rather pointed talk. During that talk, her guardian showed up, Jasper, the representative for the August Sanctum. There was some interesting little revelations there in regards to Skullface's family, his relationship with the Fabriders, and also there was some updates about the whole motivation that Ajali had for stealing the Black Book and all the other things that she had taken from you 6 months ago. However, at this point, you are still no closer to understanding the motivations of the mysterious bandit group that attacked the town of Hacksmith. Not Slig, as we established, Hacksmith. Retcon, because the DM wrote this. Basically, he's been building this world for about 4 years, and I can't remember every single town. But yeah. You had a nice relaxing drink once Aja had basically been led away. You kind of heard out of the corner of your ear her begging Jasper for more money since she had literally given you everything she had. Clearly she had learned her lesson. And then you guys basically had a rather nice, relaxing drinking session. Ang was absolutely adorable. Cat fur got everywhere. Jurnis fell down some stairs. And you only a little bit, you know.
Just slightly.
Oh, it's the occupational hazard. But yeah. You then, the next day, went to see Margot to bring her up to speed with the information that you had acquired from Wogan, the member of the Riders who was frankly sick of the direction the organization had been going in. In return for his granddaughter's safe transfer to a more remote, easy-to-escape location, he gave you the leadership of the Riders on a silver platter. Margot has said that she is going to work on dealing with the majority of the people on the list. However, the leader, Devin, is apparently a name that has been mentioned by a contemporary of hers, a gentleman by the name of Matthias. So, realizing that unfortunately the moment you had a conversation with her, you triggered the next stage of the quest chain, you were dragged kicking and screaming from the main city of Cusvelgrim into the much stranger and more unique setting of Grimscar, your old hometown, Skullface. Having been led across the barrier wall passageway by a hobgoblin guide, working under the address of Margot, you basically got through every single checkpoint without any issue. He left you at the top of this large moving elevator, and you are now slowly descending into the town below. To your left, as we said, is an area of desolation. The view spread out in front of you all, the ravine is massive. Basically, let me get the actual map there. You're looking at a good 2 to 3 miles long on one side and about almost half a mile across. The surface is uneven. If anything, if you can judge anything from the untouched portion to the left of you, this town was literally built on the bones and the ruins of what was left of the southernmost part of Cusvelgrim. An entire new town built on the remains of an almost dead city.
So it's New York. Okay.
Basically. So, as you are heading down, the air becomes a little bit thicker, a little less sweet smelling. It's a bit dusty, it's a bit grimy. Not quite Blight Town, but yeah, you've been in nicer looking places. As you're getting closer and you see more details from the buildings, you see these stacks of structures. Most of these houses and these buildings have been built almost on stilts. It's like Venice in a way, but without the water. You see thick, unpleasant mud, and what counts for roads here is built up of planks and various pieces of scrap used to pave the way. And it's pretty busy. There are a lot of people here. It's a fairly active community, as it turns out. As you get closer and closer to the ground floor, you start to pick up details of the various races. Of course, there are many, many goblins of multiple varieties. You see basic goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, but more than that, you see tieflings, elves, orcs, humans. If anything, even more of a wide spectrum of cultures and races than what you found in the city above. So, as you are heading close to the bottom and you are getting ready to step off, what do you do?
Skullface is immediately just going to scan the surroundings.
Okay. Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah, Aang's gonna try and do the same here.
Okay. Out of curiosity, Aang, this is something we should have covered earlier, but has Aang ever visited Grimscar before?
Offhand, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's ever seen this city before. He's only ever been above.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with an 11, what is it that you're looking for exactly?
Oh my God, we're all
Just for
fucking right.
anything suspicious.
It's home. It's Grimscar. You know everything suspicious here. You don't see anything immediately hostile. I mean, you do see somebody like one street over as the building starts to rise up and block your view. You do see a mugging taking place, but other than that,
It's very nonchalant.
Never thought I'd be back here. At least not this early.
basically, as a joke from me and Sephi, it's Salford.
Oh, I would say that, yeah, there's some parts of stuff that are like that.
Certain parts, yeah, it's certain parts. Basically, that the entire town. Anyway. Yeah, that's going to be the only really region-specific humor that we have in this episode.
Yeah.
Honest. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Skullfish just looks around and just says to him, right, 2 things. 1, keep your eye on your wallets. 2, keep your eyes on your weapons. And 3, someone shakes your hand, check the sleeves first for hidden blades.
yeah, seems about right. Raz still seems a little bit wary. She seems to have calmed down a lot since the revelation that you guys are basically going to speak to the head of the organization that 2 of you burned very badly a while back. But she seems to have her wits about her. She actually seems fairly at ease in this place. You get the impression that this is fairly average for a goblin town.
Well, this looks interesting.
It's not too bad. I mean, I've heard stories, never been myself, but yeah, the Grim's a place where you can get anything here if you know where to look. And fortunately, she nods to Skullface, we've got ourselves a handy guide. So you lead the way, boss.
Or thing. No, invoke the name Mam Greenstride.
Jurnis, could you...
My name...
After you, Sephi.
My name would be bad enough, but you don't want to invoke her. Trust me.
Right, is she like... I mean, well, we know what... We kind of picked up on what your name is. Is she like... friendly to you, or is this family you don't get on with?
He's basically going to look around and then go, she's my mother, okay?
Same question.
It sounds like you don't exactly get on.
Let's just say I'm indirectly responsible for half my brothers and sisters being in a jail over in Grimscar.
Oh yeah, that's going to do it. Shit, okay.
Yeah.
But now you invoke her name in particular. Let's just say the only person in this place who ain't afraid of her is Margot. And Margot spends most of her time in Cosville Grim.
Okay.
Okay, so avoid family reunions. I can do that.
Yeah, works for me. I mean, I don't think I know anybody around here, so, I mean, I hope I don't. So, yeah, works for me. So, are you leading the group towards where... Because you did say that you were aware of who Matthias was.
Yes, I've. Yeah,
I would-
known through reputation.
I would like you then to give me a history check with advantage because you are a resident, or you were.
Okay. It's a 19.
A 19. Okay, with a 19, you would know that a lot of the skin breakers, a lot of their businesses are roundabout in this neck of the woods. And one of their most well-known locations is a place called the Broken Wing, a exclusive club for people of discerning tastes.
Right.
I would say as well, you would not need to roll to know that over here, in the middle of Fermenter territory, is a location known to you as the Silver Shield.
Right. I've not been in Grimscar for a couple of years, but last I remember, Skinbreaker's main base of operations was towards the southwest, called Broken Wing. And it's a bit of a skim club, you know what I mean?
All right.
That's okay. I have a skin.
Not quite
As he
well
says
named,
that,
dwarf.
Jurnis gives an odd look.
All I would say is just be careful in case people don't against themselves. That said, if you want to cut their hands off, it wouldn't go unnoticed.
Unnoticed as in frowned upon, or unnoticed as laugh at him?
Oh god, no, this is Grimscar. I mean, people lose limbs all the time.
All right then.
Okay. So, are you heading down the main road? Bless you, my child. Are you heading down the main road?
Yeah,
Or
so
are
we
you gonna...
get to this corner here and turn south.
Okay, then. So, as you guys are heading down this path here, you see it's a fairly well-treaded one. A lot of the boards and planks of everything seem like they're regularly added to. There's various like creaks and groans of weight as you guys are walking past. The buildings around you, as I say, there seems to be a very interesting verticality to the location. Some buildings rise above you on top of mounds of rubble and mud and dirt. Some of them are basically almost like 6-7 feet below you.
We're in Blighttown. We're in Blighttown.
You are in Blighttown.
Watch
and
out
again,
for
don't tempt me. And to the left, the barrier wall, as I say, large chunks of it are basically just made out of the original obsidian wall that used to wrap around the city proper. However, it's been built on top of. The entire flavor of this location seems to be that whoever... I mean, you would actually know this, Skullface. The original Kobold tribe who were living in the area, they put in a lot of the groundwork for renovating and rebuilding this location. But the cartels moved in shortly afterwards and basically bought it from them. But yeah, this barrier wall here is heavily fortified, and you see plenty of people. Was he sleeping? Oh, that's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. But yeah, so the barrier wall is basically built out of a mixture of rubble and various bits of masonry, metal, anything that looks like it's sturdy enough to hold whatever exists on the other side. So, I would say again, Skullface knows enough about the wilds, this location here, that they don't really bother with execution in Grimscar. If you break what passes for a law here, and they want to get rid of you, you're just thrown over the wall. And you're just never seen again. So, heading down the main road, I would like you to give me a perception check for me.
Okay.
Was that a 23?
Yes, 23.
Very good, very good. Okay. Yeah, not much has changed. You do notice that there seem to be a lot more decorations, and you realize, oh shit, it's getting close to the anniversary. Yeah.
I didn't quite catch that, Dennis.
Oh, I'm sorry. You notice that they are putting up decorations around the main streets, and you realize to yourself, oh, it's getting close to the anniversary. Round about this time every year, there's celebration is kind of the wrong word. It's a remembrance for the cataclysm, the calamity that destroyed the lower half of Cuswell Grim, and basically created the opportunity for Grimscar to exist. You see various people milling around, putting up, decorations, trying to clear out some of the garbage from the main streets, basically trying to spruce it up a little bit. So, you eventually reach the Broken Wing. The building itself is one of the more well-maintained and stable-looking structures in the area. There's a fairly decent number of people moving in and out, even considering the fact that it is I believe at this point is going to be early to mid-afternoon. There are several very well-dressed, but also very large individuals minding the door. Not bugbears. One of them appears to be an orc. The other is a female ogre. Both of them are wearing formal attire, and they are very carefully scrutinizing everyone who walks by. So,
Skullface is kind of examining them. It's been a while since I've tried to get into places. Well, I'll try and get us in. He's going to go up to him, and he's going to start walking in.
Okay. And by the way, Skullface does have his mask on, yeah?
Yeah, he's got his mask on.
Okay. I would say You do get one or two looks from people. With that 23 perception that you rolled earlier, I would say you do notice one or two people, like, give a bit of a raised eyebrow. You're not the only person wearing masks, though, in all fairness. You do see plenty of people with bandanas and, face masks and everything. Their cloaks are up. Grimscar's a place where, for the most part, people would like to keep themselves to themselves. So, as you step towards the front entrance, the female ogre puts out a hand that's almost as big as you. And she's going to say, where do you think you're going?
Didn't quite catch that.
She said, where do you think you're going?
Can you let Matthias know that one of Margot's men needs to speak with him?
She sort of like wrinkles her brow at a moment. She looks a little confused for a moment. She looks to her orc partner. He's going to step forward. Did you just say that you're from up top? You mentioned Margot. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm one of her enforcers.
Are you now? Do you have any proof of this?
I can give you let's just say we're here to deal with a rat problem from Renville.
I'm going to need some identification, son. Give me a quick intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Margot did give you a card and a letter.
Skullface reaches into his coat pocket, making sure to let them see Letitia at his hip, and hands them the card.
Okay. They both notice Letitia, and as this is going on, you also notice behind you two bugbears have, again, very well dressed, are very calmly standing just behind your group with polite interest. The orc's going to take the letter, look at it. Would you mind coming with us, sir? And he's going to turn and lead you inside the building.
Of course, lead on.
Okay. So, as you guys are heading inside the...
Be honest with me, how fucked are we? What a mess. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm handling it.
What did you miss, my dear?
I missed that whole thing because I had to take my headset off because I'm very slowly converting my niece into trying Dungeons and Dragons, so I had to talk to her.
Yes! One of us. Basically, Skullface was... that's what they're for, after all. Skullface led the group towards the Broken Wing, which is the location where Matthias does most of his business. At the front was a female ogre and a orc, both in business suits, basically, high-class bouncers. And Skullface handed over the letter from Margot, saying that, he needed to see Matthias himself. So you are basically being led inside.
And this is the Broken Wing, sorry?
The Broken Wing.
Okay. I assume there's a graphic over the place?
Unfortunately, I was a bit rushed on certain sections. I don't have much of a graphic overlay. I can. It'll
no.
90%.
Sorry. I mean, is there a sign outside with a depiction of a broken wing?
I would say that the exterior of the building is more reminiscent of. There's actually, I will say this: there does seem to be some sort of very brightly coloured neon lighting. The various shades of reds, pinks, and blues. And you can vaguely hear, music coming from inside the building whenever the door opens and closes. Not
Beat me
quite.
to it.
Not quite. And yeah, I would say that everyone but Skullface and Graz, you have no idea what this lighting is. Give me an intelligence check, just for the fun of it.
I assumed it was dancing lights, but okay.
Yeah, Aang would have no idea.
Okay.
Because if it is dancing lights, Jurnis would know it.
Yeah.
Because she's a bit of a show-off, you know.
Glorf, unfortunately, despite this being his area of expertise, has no freaking clue. It looks really pretty. Aang, I would say Aang is sharp enough to. You don't know how this is being done, but it doesn't feel magical. It feels like some sort of maybe an alchemical reaction or some kind of electrical scientific method that you are not familiar with. But yeah, long and the short of it, these are actual neon lights.
Huh.
So yeah, level of technology in this setting is a little unusual.
For a second, I thought you would say some sort of electric boogaloo.
I was almost expecting pixies in a jar.
So.
So
I rolled 19 intelligence, so...
19, yes, actually, that's fair. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you would basically... It's not really your area of expertise, but you do know that several of the businesses in Grimscar and, in some of the other, goblin control places, especially the home nation of, Taikanai, to the far, far west of here. A lot of technology over the past few years has trickled down to various businesses and cartels with affiliation to that. And this is some kind of alchemical process involving certain fluids mixed with a charge of electricity. Basically, the DM has no idea how fluorescent lights work. It's fluorescent lights.
It's basically, I think it's electrical charge passed through gas, I think.
There you go. So it's gas, not fluid, it's gas. Okay.
It's basically a plasma.
Yes, there we go.
Inside a tube.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys make your way inside, being led by the orc, and the two well-dressed bugbears are right behind you. As you head into the area, you are met with this just wave of smoke and musk and warmth. The lighting is fairly dim here. There's rim lighting underneath certain surfaces to give it a nice cozy welcoming but also concealed atmosphere. Give me a perception check as you guys are walking around.
Player knows this area is.
That roll? It did. Do you want one from Graz too?
Sure.
Perception.
Oh shit, yeah, Graz, yeah. Yeah, Graz knows places like this really well. Graz is actually going to take you by the arm as you guys are being led down, and she's going to point out some of the various features of the area. The well-stocked bar, the stage where you have a couple of, let's see, you have this female elf who, dark-skinned, who's performing a number. She's also in various stages of undress. You have various small alcoves with curtains in front of them. One or two of them, as serving girls, are moving in and out. You see various people of different races in well-dressed suits with cigars, making various deals. This place looks well maintained. It looks expensive, but she makes note of the fact that pretty much everyone here is probably incredibly fucking dangerous.
Duly noted, my friend.
Yeah, just let's not piss anyone off here, all right?
Graz, when do I piss people off?
So.
I know. I'm sorry. It was a bad joke.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are basically led past the main foyer into it's almost a hidden door. You can see most of the lighting directs people towards the stage, but every now and then you see the various workers and security slipping quietly in and out through featureless doors, one of which you are led through. So, as you guys step through, you are... Where are we? Thank you. As you guys step through, the tavern music begins to fade, and you are met by a very stark difference in terms of environment. The corridor that you're in is dark, it is bleak, it is fairly grimy. You walk past one performer who's currently on break, a halfling girl who's just like smoking a cigarette. She looks a little bit skittishly at the guards as they go past you, but other than that, she pays you no mind. You eventually are led into a concrete-looking antechamber, and the concrete antechamber is where you keep your ante. And I'm sorry. So you are led into this concrete room. There is one wooden chair in the middle. The lighting here is fairly harsh, white. These strange neon strips illuminate most of the area. And much like the ones outside, these seem to be like buzzing and sparking slightly. The orc, leads you all in and says to you all, "If you just wait here for a few minutes, we'll have a chat with the boss, and we'll see what we can do about you." He steps out of the room and pulls to this very loud, heavy, creaking metal door that slams shut. And you hear a locking sound.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
Don't worry, it's just how things go.
For the fun of it.
Luck.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I would like everyone to give me a perception check.
Perception.
And for Glorth, let's see if you can figure out what exactly makes this door work.
Nope.
No, yeah, it's a big door. Oh, it's so big. Oh, it's bigger than youth 4 times over. So
The lock
big.
is too high for Gloth to see.
Yeah. I would say everybody else. You are starting to get flashbacks, Jurnis, of your brief time in the Plenum's interview room. Your eyes travel down the smeared and streaked walls. You start to recognize certain stains on the floor and certain strategic drainage points.
Oh dear.
So, anything you guys want to do while you are waiting for your interview?
If anyone needs me, I'm going to have a slight panic attack over here.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Enclosed rooms.
Yeah. This is a very tight feeling room. Okay.
That was a check. This is a save. That's
okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I'm coming through okay.
You're coming through fine, yeah. Yeah, we can hear you, Sephi.
Okay, just Skullface is quickly checking his ammunition pouch on his belt.
Thank you for the reminder. I would say that they would have taken any kind of weapons from you. Would you please give me a sleight of hand check, everybody, if you wanted to keep anything?
Did they take my loot?
Yes.
They left the loot.
I say Skullface willingly handed over his weapons.
He would have?
Yeah, because he knows how it goes down with cartel members.
You are... Yeah, okay.
I will... I have my loot, so I'm not entirely naked.
I'm sorry, Jurnis?
I said I have my loot, so I'm not entirely naked.
Quick question. Would they... Sorry, go ahead first.
No, you go first. Go ahead.
Just a quick question. Would they recognize Gloth's blowtorch as something dangerous and something they would take away?
Let's find that out. Let's give a quick intelligence check. They would find a metallic item that made no sense to them. A little bit suspicious, so I think they would have taken the blowtorch.
Oh.
I'm sorry. They rolled really high, actually.
Okay.
They're stupid, but they rolled high. Okay.
The street smart, not
Not smart.
But yeah, in regards to your wisdom save, yeah, you're fine. You've been in way worse spots than this. But time moves on. There is literally one chair. So, who is getting the chair? Or are you all being too polite and just standing around?
I'd say we're probably still standing around.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll stand around until somebody asks us to have a seat, and then I'd probably say Skullface should have it, considering he been here before. I mean, grew up here, and he knows how things work.
Yeah, he'd know not to sit in the chair.
Gloth looks under the chair just to figure out what kind of screws were used.
Have we been left alone?
You have been left alone. It is just you in this room.
Okay. I'm going to...
Anything you're thinking of?
Maybe. I am going to basically pull out the lute and just play a little song. Just some chords to break the silence.
Okay.
Skullface is kind of weighing up something on his mind.
Anything in particular?
He's debating. He's just thinking about the special ammunition Margot gave him, and constantly having to reload Letitia with it.
Gloth clambers up on Jurnis' head to get closer to the music playing.
You know what? Sure, fine. Sit on my shoulder.
Yeah. Aang's gonna join in with his flute and just kind of play a soft little tune with them. Kind of ease the tension.
You know, skin breakers don't exactly go for this kind of entertainment. If you want to get a job, you're better off with the fermenters, okay?
Everyone's a critic.
No, I mean, the entertainment skin breakers put on tend to involve no clothes. You want actual stage stuff, the fermenters are the ones you want to talk to.
Yes, I figured that out. Let's just say this helps me stay calm in, let's just say, a rather ill-fitting situation for me.
I wasn't meaning you, Mr. Bringsinger. I was talking about the rook.
Charles is just basically glancing around the room at this point.
Just for the fun of it, would both Aang and Jurnis give me a performance check, please?
Of course it involves charisma.
Yeah. So, Jurnis, you, as I say earlier on, you're not so much worried about the walls and the feeling of being enclosed and cramped and confined all around you. No, that's actually not on your mind now. What is on your mind is you're trying to focus on this melody, but all you can hear is that god-awful screeching coming from Aang. And it is just setting your teeth on edge.
Darling, did someone stand on your tail?
Fine. Guess it has been a while since I've played this thing. I'll put it away.
Oh, this just makes me think of Eddie Izzard when he's doing the stop playing, you sound crap, I bought you a hammer. Stop practicing, you sound crap.
I was going to say, Jurnis, why are you being so catty? Well, anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so a little time passes. I would say as well, after about a minute or two of the music, you hear on the metal door, asking you to keep the noise down. Apparently, this room isn't as soundproof as you'd think. But
everyone's a critic.
A moment or two passes, and you hear of the large metal door swinging open. And in front of you, you are faced with this individual. He's a large bugbear, shaved, almost balding, fresh-faced. He comes through about 7, maybe 8 feet tall. He calmly waves away the orc that has been minding the door. And he's going to give you all a good look over before his eyes rest on first Graz with a raised eyebrow, but he's going to eventually settle on Skullface.
Skullface.
Yep.
Skullface steps forward and does like a little flick of the wrist as he offers his hand. Like it's basically a Grimscar tradition to say, there's nothing up my sleeve, sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah. He's actually going to do the same. He just tugs at the elbows of his shirt, and he'll do the same. Oh. Well, I am truly in the presence of talent. Welcome, Mr. Greenstride.
I guess I can't keep anything secret around here, can I?
Certainly not. I assume you didn't notice your own handiwork as you came in through the door. Case in point, point of order from the DM, there were a couple of arcade machines and gambling machines as you were walking in.
Ooh, Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One-armed bandits. Your
just
inventions. Sorry, we've got a delay there. You first.
All right. So, well, I hope I'm making you a decent bit of money.
That you have, my friend. That you have. So, what can I do for the prodigal son of quite an illustrious woman?
We're here on business involving keep, if you get what I mean.
You cut out their business involving...
Involving the keep, if you get what I mean.
Oh, you mean Margot. Yeah. I read her letter. So, looks like you guys have been involved in those riders.
Yeah, we've come here to, shall we say, cut the head off a rat.
I like the sound of that. Not an expression you want to be saying topside with those Vel folk, that's for sure. But no, I appreciate this. Yeah. Margot's been telling me about some of the problems that she's been having with these riders, and I have to admit, they have been... and thus Squeakshank was born. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, back on track.
Sorry.
It's all good. Margot's a mighty fine woman, but she's got to focus on bigger, different pictures than me. I like to keep things close to home. And the riders in Renville have been a concern for us down here for quite some time. So, I find myself in your debt for this information. Though, I don't believe you realize quite what is going on. You see this name, Devon. I've heard it several times. I've done my own research in the past. I wasn't aware that this individual was the leader of the Riders, but we have butted heads once or twice. So I've had my boys do some research about them. And here's the funny thing. Mr. Devon doesn't exist.
So it's a fake name.
Quite so. It took some digging.
I said it would make sense if you're running an organization like that.
Oh. Very astute observation, miss.
Jurnis.
Miss Jurnis.
Just give me like a polite stage bow.
Cloth wobbles a little bit on top of her head.
I forgot you were up there.
Cute pet.
Hi.
He has his uses.
No doubt. But yes, you're absolutely right. This Devon is just a fiction that some enterprising individual has been using to hide himself from my view. Fortunately, some friends of mine up top, they were able to find out the truth. Seems this Mr. Devon actually goes by the name Victor Gray. Or should I say, Lord Victor Gray. I would like Ang and Skullface to give me a history check, please.
You know, I was almost expecting you to say Wogan.
That'd be too easy. Unfortunately, you are not familiar with that name.
Can't say I'm familiar with the name Grey or Victor.
Well, Lord Grey, as it turns out, has been trying to buy his way into a seal on the plenum for some time. And from what I've gathered, he recently started infiltrating the riders, riling them up, so to speak. And all of this recent problem is all down to him.
It sounds
Word
like
is,
after a while he's going to step in and heroically solve the problem, thus proving himself to the plenum.
we're of the same mind, my dear. Tell me, are you currently employed by anyone, or would you consider yourself more of an independent contractor? I could do with someone like you on my organization.
Independent musician at the moment.
Yeah, I can see why Margot would take an interest in you. She's always had a taste for a pretty singer. Well, anyway.
Just gonna
If you
smile at that. Just like, I am deeply disturbed, but I am going to pretend I know what he's talking about.
Performance check.
Skullface is kind of tensed up a little.
Okay. But yeah. So, Lord Grey, he's looking to use the riders as a proxy, rile up a bunch of trouble, and then once everything's done, he gets to step in and act the hero. At least that's my theory. Of course, trying to convince the other cartels of this problem, well, no one except Margot really gives me the time of day. So, here's the thing.
It's 5:07.
Skullface just kind of... If he could reach his temples, he'd be just rubbing the top of his nose at this point.
It is, Gluff. Very good. Just reassuringly pat his leg and just motion for the bugbear to continue with an apologetic smile. Don't mind him.
Okay. Point of order from the DM, though, it is actually like 1:30 in the afternoon, but there you go. As we had already established.
He has his uses. Timekeeping is not one of them.
No problem. But yes, Mr. Devon, as you say, he's been sniffing around this neighborhood recently. I'm not exactly sure what he's after, but I've had my eyes and ears open, and hopefully soon I will be in a position to put you on his track. I assume that's the reason Margot sent you. Otherwise, she would have just given me a call.
Yeah, Margot wants us to find him, and personally, I'm looking to eliminate him.
Elimination is a nice thought, but I would appreciate you bringing him alive and unspoiled. His eyes just look around the walls of this room to hear.
I trust by unspoiled you don't mind a few bruises.
Oh, a few bruises are fine. I mean, word is that even priests fall downstairs in your
it was a
company.
terrible accident. Seems there was some water on the stairs.
What a tragedy.
Hmm.
When will these dwarves ever learn?
Oh, it was an unfortunate accident. Could happen to anyone.
But yes, if you could bring him here, I have some questions to ask of him. There's still quite a lot of unknown factors to this little story, and I would like to know as much as I can before I hand him over to our mutual friend, Margot.
Of course, it's absolutely logical for you to do so.
It is also my right. This is my
Quite
turf, after all.
Quite so.
So, in the meantime, is there anything I can do for you while you enjoy yourselves in this little town of ours?
No, I think we've reached a agreement, I should say.
And where will I be able to reach you once I have the information
Skullface
I hope to acquire?
Skullface is sort of frozen up a little at this point, and reluctantly just goes, I think we both know where you'll be able to find me.
I will prefer you to be clear.
I'm going home.
Very well. Silver Shield pub it is.
Pleasure
In
doing
the
business with you,
meantime-
Matthias.
Hmm?
Pleasure doing business with you, Matthias.
Pleasure meeting true talents. He holds out a massive hand towards you.
Skullface does the flick again, just because it's sort of like a symbol of respect as well as.
Yeah, as does he. Genuine pleasure.
Likewise.
As for the rest of you, welcome to Grimscar. Do stay safe. Have a good day. He steps back and bids you to exit the locker.
Jurnis will
Yeah, I'm
happily
assuming-
step out of the small enclosed room.
I'm assuming the weapons are outside.
Oh, yes. If you follow Cyril here, he'll be more than happy to return your belongings. He points to the large orc. This way. Do you follow?
Yeah, we follow.
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys head down the slightly cramped, unpleasantly bright and dingy corridors that make up the back end of the broken wing. You go up various steps, various turns. You make your way past the various performers and everything until eventually you are just hit with that wall of musk, of warmth, and of noise as you are back in the speakeasy section. Skullface.
Face looking very uncomfortable right now.
I have met more pleasant bandits. That man was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, this line of work you kind of have to be.
I suppose that's understandable.
I didn't quite catch that.
I said, I suppose that's understandable.
Trust me, he's nothing compared to who we're going to have to meet next.
He was very useful, though. I'll give him that. He's very well connected.
Oh yeah, from what I've been told, he's one of the easier people to get on with in the cartel head section, so...
So, Skullface, as you are heading out, you glance over to the side and you notice the walls are decorated with various old posters, paintings of various performers and everything. You do see one that catches your eye. A framed picture of a female goblin with white hair, referring to her as the Ruby of the Scar.
Ruby of the Scar, the Ruby of the Scar. Sorry.
Skullface just tries not to look too long at it and then carries on.
Yeah. So, you eventually head outside and you find yourself back in the exterior of... Enough of you. You find yourselves in the exterior of the town. So, your weapons and your items are returned to you by the female ogre. Both her and the orc give you very polite, observant looks as you leave the building.
Skullface kind of like the little tug of the hat brim. It was in a good evening sort of way.
Just give you a nod and watch as you head on your way.
Right, come on. Might as well get this over with.
I take it this is not going to be a happy reunion.
Like I said,
Sounds like it.
half my brothers and sisters are in jail because of something that's happened. And never thought I'd have to go back and see Mam again. At least not like this.
Was it something you did or something happenstance?
Basically, they tried to bring someone I wanted to have, if I don't have a word with, up to Cusville Grim. And that's how they got caught.
Oh.
Yeah, never found out what we did to him though. I assume my big brother didn't exactly take kindly to what he did. Jade Sonberg with the scar.
Apologies, yeah. Too many
Another
times.
Ruby of the Scar.
Ruby of the Scar. No, that poster was the one next to it was for the Ruby of the Scar, and it was a much different type of poster. Oof.
How does she bend her legs that way?
Very carefully.
Don't get me, I wasn't even looking at that poster.
To be fair, it was a tabaxis, so Ang would know shit with great ease.
Yeah.
Yes. We, the Tabaxi, are quite flexible. I mean, in other Tabaxi villages I've visited, whew, some of those females.
Ain't you monks supposed to have some sort of vow of chastity or something?
Just to point out too, referring them to females probably won't endear you to anyone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Let's see grass news.
Yeah, you can't talk to a bird like that. You gotta talk her up first.
Let's face. Come on, Rook. Be straight with us. Are you one of those monks who can't, indulge in the flesh?
Oh, heavens, no. I've partaken in my fair share of the flesh.
Jurnis is just gonna glance over at Graz, remembering the lie she told me this morning.
Skullface just shrugs and goes, fair play, Rook.
Graz seems a little bit surprised, but she's just giving a small nod of approval. All right. What exactly is it that you're a monk of? I'm so sorry.
What I've seen, it appears to be ass kicking.
Spotlight's on.
Yeah.
Initiate sweating. Give me a minute.
Order that you can't talk about right now for another 2 weeks.
I'll come up with a name. Right now,
Less talking. We're here now. It's time for us to watch Skullface sweat.
Okay.
Skullface just
Sorry.
sighs and look. The good people in here. Don't worry if they get a bit rowdy with me, okay?
How rowdy is rowdy? And at what stage do you want us to step in?
Don't step in. That's what I mean. Whatever they do, leave it to me.
Alright, but if things do get a little bit hairy, is there something we should look out for?
Nah, it should be okay.
Keyword, help me, oh God, help me, those kind of things.
I'll bear that in mind.
Legit couldn't decide whether Jurnis is being genuinely concerned or she's just ribbing him.
To be honest, he's kind of half and half on it as well, so...
Okay.
Look, I'm nervous. I use humor. Don't judge me.
All right then. So as you guys are heading towards this area, you notice as you're moving through this portion of Grimscar, a lot of the buildings seem to... There doesn't seem to be much in the way of a cohesive architectural style. You do notice several of the more traditional sort of almost like humanoid buildings. You notice a little bit of almost like dwarven architecture, but a lot of them do seem to be almost like they're made from mud. In a way, it's like some of them are mud brick, but some of them look like they've almost been carved. They're like warrens. It's a really unusual mix of these different styles, but they're all unified by the continuing verticality. It's like as you go up this, for want of a better word, street, you are going up. You're going down. There's steps every now and then. You're going around the side of buildings rather than straight in a straight line so much. There's bridges overhead. It's a whole thing. Sephi, you beat me to it. I've got that. I know exactly what I'm doing for that. We are on the same page, my friend.
Yep.
There was a whisper, and now I'm concerned.
Yes.
Always be concerned when whispers are around.
The only thing to be concerned about is the fact that only 3 people are going to get the joke.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's this whole episode.
Oh, it's
I'm not one of them.
Okay.
You never know. So,
Yep, you never know.
anyway, as you guys are heading, you basically are going up and around this one building. In the distance, you would see Skullface. You would know where the Silver Shield is. Give me a perception check, if you will.
Perception.
There we fucking go. Okay, Sunshine. As you are heading towards, as you come around the corner, you basically see a couple of streaks of smoke come from the direction of the pub. And there does seem to be a bit of an orange haze up ahead, which you would recognize as fire. Also, as you are heading closer, you've been hearing the occasional gunshot as you've been walking through the streets. That's nothing new. But there does seem to be a large percentage of gunfire coming from this location.
Oh, for God's sake. Come on, let's get there quicker.
Oh dear.
Okay then. So, as you guys are heading towards the location, let us...
Quick point of order, is Glorth still on my shoulders?
He is on your shoulders.
Okay.
Oh boy, combat.
Okay, let's get this set up. One moment, please. Okay. For some reason, some of the things are still playing when I don't need them to, and some of the things I want to play are not. So, thanks.
Because it wants to mess with you.
Yeah, thanks, Roll20. Okay, so as you guys are basically you're heading up and down this narrow passage where you basically are going down these stairs that basically go between these two tall structures. You see ahead of you what looks to be a bit of a scene. There appear to be one or two bodies, various goblinoids dead before you. There is a building up ahead. There is fire licking the side of the walls. And let's see, from your position, I would say you can make out one or two goblinoids standing outside yelling orders, as inside a whole pack of what goblins seem to be tearing through the place, ransacking it.
Oh goody, I was worried we weren't going to see any fire recently.
So let's see, would they actually be saying this? Yeah, okay. Would say anybody who can understand Undercommon or Goblinoid, you hear one of the goblins around here yelling into the pub, "Come on out, Grendel! We just want a little chat!" I think it would be a good idea if everybody were to roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Initiative.
Give me a second. I gotta check character sheet because I know I put Elvish Common and Dwarvish on, but I'm not sure if I put Goblin.
Yeah.
I forgot to
would
click
say
the token, so Jurnis is
either
18.
goblin or undercommon. Okay, so you got a 10, yeah. Oh,
No,
manually.
Graz got 10, Jurnis got 18.
Okay, let me let's see, add a turn for you. This is the awkward let's struggle with the platform part of the episode. So for the next 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Hang on, I accidentally clicked on a link while I was on my roll 2010.
it's so good. Yeah, no, I know your pain.
I've done that several times.
Sure.
I have done that twice in the middle of combat where I've accidentally clicked something on my shortcut bar.
Yeah. Okay, and let me just start opening up some character tabs. Dun, 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 dun. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and there we go. Okay then, so we're gonna go with their
Hello, Mum.
initiative for, and that's gonna be
Movement. Nah, okay.
okay. That's kind of good for you. They rolled a 4. Okay.
Okay,
So-
good. I am still on the turn order. All saved. We're good.
All right then. So, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Let's,
Yep.
bear with me a moment. Just try and get Specky out here.
Hi, sorry I missed your call. Oh, that's grand. You got her. That's great.
Oh.
It's my mum's back. I'm just gonna mute my mic for a bit.
No.
So do we need to?
My
do we
turn
need to
first,
monitor-
so I'm just gonna shout out. Basically, turn to Skullface and go, "Who are we gonna hit?" And I'm going to hold my action to. Yeah, just basically gonna wait and find out what Skullface says, because I have no idea.
Okay then.
Just to clarify, just say, do we need to watch language at the moment, or?
She can hear you guys. Don't worry.
Okay. I wasn't too sure because we heard an echo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard myself echoing as well.
I could hear myself as well.
Likewise.
Better safe than sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
As if I'm sorry.
So only PG-13 swear words.
Sausage.
Yeah.
So we
Dang.
can use the F word once.
Fish. There you go.
Slanger.
Okay then. So Jurnis said that she was going to. Okay, good. So
Okay.
now we just need to try and get Jurnis's channel demonetized. Shit! No. Okay.
Flange.
Jurnis is holding her action. She's looking to Skullface, asking for his advice. So next up, roll for wolf penis. Yeah, I know. One of my proudest moments. Mwah. So next up is Glorth. Glorth.
Here we
I'm gonna
go.
destroy you all. This is gonna suck for you. Okay, Glorthy boy, what you gonna do?
Gloth is trying to see a little bit better and kind of gets between Jurnis and Ang and tries to stand up right on their shoulders.
Okay, give me a perception check for me.
Perception.
18. Yeah, I would say from your vantage point, it's a fairly narrow tunnel because you're looking through the two buildings. But from what you're gathering of the situation, it looks like there has been some kind of siege going on with this particular building. A large group of goblins are basically have been trying to get into the building, but there are a large amount of bodies outside and a few inside. With an 18, from what you're gathering, it looks like they've all been killed by, whoever was in the tavern before they entered.
So they said they want to talk to somebody, but I don't think they want to talk to somebody because there was a lot of fighting and now there's fire. And I think they're not being entirely upright, because if they were entirely upright, they would not be fighting like that. But fighting is very bad, but talking is not so bad. But talking can be bad if it leads to more fighting, but I think we should do something.
Put simply, these damn fuckers are signing their own death warrants.
No, I don't think they're writing.
Just as a free action, it's not quite your turn and everything, but Skullface, would you like to give me a history or an intelligence, whichever you think is appropriate for figuring out what is going on?
I'd probably say history.
Yeah. 10?
10.
You do know that not every cartel gets on with each other. And even if on paper the cartels like to play nice, there's always instances of one group trying to persuade the other to hand over their property, real estate, that kind of thing. It's been a long time since someone was stupid enough to try this with your mother. But, every now and then you do get a chancer. That might be the situation. You don't know. So, Glorth, that was your turn. Did you want to move or anything?
I'm standing good.
Okay. Holding any actions?
Just horns. Holding
Okay.
horns.
Holding horns. I really need to draw you riding Jurnis at some point, because this image is just... I don't know if adorable or concerning is the word, but yeah, it's like, when I get the time. But yeah, Ang, what's the killie going to do?
The kitty is going to be smart and hang back until Skullface kind of assesses the situation and gives him more orders on what he should and shouldn't do.
Okay, I will say, because you guys both have the same number, you can choose who goes first, whether it's Skullface or Ang.
I'd say Skullface probably wouldn't. Everyone seems to be waiting on his word, so he 30 feet up to there, sees the situation. Can you tell me which one of these is the one who shouted for his mother?
Give me a perception or intelligence, whichever you think.
I'll go with perception.
Why not both?
God damn it.
An 11. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of chaos. You looking at this group here. You would say, like, this guy definitely looks like a bruiser type. This guy here, excuse me, I'm sorry. So what you see before you is you're seeing a couple of bugbears, some hobgoblins, and a single goblin. Now, given the general layout of them and everything, you're not sure if it's this hobgoblin or the goblin who's in charge. I would say, though...
Well, I think you've already worked out what I'm going to do.
Okay.
He's going to take aim for this guy here.
Oh, shit.
He's going to spend one of his grit points to perform his piercing shot.
Okay.
Pulls out the tissue, goes, "Oi, fuckers, you want something for the green strides? Have some of this."
Okay, 18. Let's see what's going on here.
Ouch.
That will hit all three of them.
Ooh.
Roll me some damage.
11 piercing.
Fucking.
And as he says this, he tears the mask off and just throws it on the floor.
Whoa.
The hat flies off as he says it.
Okay. So, yeah, Skullface calls out to them. Do you shoot and then take off the mask, or do you take off the mask and shoot?
It comes off before he even pulls Letitia out.
Yeah.
And as he aims, the hat flies off.
Okay.
Says the quip.
Yeah, very anime. Yeah, you basically. So, for this particular trick shot, how many?
Let's see. Fire attack spend 1 grip point to go from multiple opponents. Gains +1 to fires. Misfire.
Yeah, it's
fire score.
everyone in a line.
Yeah, every creature in a line directly behind the target.
Shit. Okay, this might be short than planned.
Thank you, Taliesin Jaffe.
Yeah, holy shit, that was really fucking good. You got their attention. The entire crew just turn and look at you in surprise. You see this one here shout out, "Kill that fucker!" Yeah, these three, you, especially to the 2 hobgoblins, you did some damage to them. They both look to be archers and not as hardy as the bugbear. But yeah, well done. Ang, it is now technically your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, can't really do much, seeing as... Oh, crap, I closed my turn. A second. But yeah, seeing as how I have to rely on my fist, and nobody is within punching range,
You have darts.
Oh, where's that bloody seagull?
Hang on, I've got it.
throw a dart at Seagull. Okay. Aang's gonna run up, and now getting a better look at the situation. Which one did Aang shoot again?
So Skullface.
Sorry.
This dude. Let's just say these 3. Yeah.
Skullface basically shot half of this group for some not inconsiderable damage.
Again, thank you, Taliesin Jaffe.
Then Aang is going to throw his dart at this guy here.
Okay. Oh, I see. You know what I want. Post me some severity, please. Oh dear. Okay, that will actually require me to check something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm very sorry to say, yeah, that will actually... Let me bring this up, because I didn't think I would need this, but, yeah.
We're playing Voarcel. When do you not need it?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, with a 56, what do we get? Let's just...
Keep you going.
Yeah.
You won't get hurt.
Okay. I would like you to... Alright, so Bane. Are you familiar with the spell Bane? Basically, you have to, for the rest of your rolls, for the next... Basically, I would say... Yeah, okay, I know what I'm going to do. So, do you remember Play of the Game from last week?
Honestly, no.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Let's put it this way. Fumble of the Game. I have 1d6 of fuck you ready for you at any point.
No.
That has gone up to a d12.
Oh no.
So at any point, I can just do a d12 of I'm sorry, Ang.
I'm sorry, Hang. I can't let you do that.
Anything else you want to do?
Flee?
Flee! Run, kitty, run! No.
Mm.
No, Ang will just stay there and kind of stay defensive. Next turn.
Okay. All right then. So Skullface has had his turn. Now it's Graz's turn. What would Graz like to do?
Graz is, after getting word from Skullface, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's gonna peek around the corner, see that Skullface has shot this guy, and she is also going to attempt to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
Where is your... Oh. Pew pew!
That's going to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Echo.
And then she's going to use her last 5 feet of movement. No, wait, she only has 25 feet because she's a goblin! Damn it!
Yep.
Why is her speed 30 on the sheet?
Did they update goblin speed?
It might be
I got-
because of the character class. She might have got an extra 5 feet of movement because she's a ranger.
Well, in that case, you.
I was just gonna say because I've got like 30 feet movement for some reason.
Yeah, I think that player type goblin and the race, the NPC goblins have slightly different rules.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll have to do some research after the fact. If we are playing it quote unquote wrong, who cares? It's our game.
Right.
And that's my ruling.
Hang on.
I'm the guard here.
I am looking this up right now.
Yeah, sure.
Keep going.
Okay. So, that's Graz's turn. Next up, they are all going to take their turns. First of all, this guy is really badly hurt. He is not freaking happy. He's kind of spoilt for choice for targets at the moment.
Oh no.
So I think what he's going to do is he is going... Yeah, okay, that's good to know. So he's going to take a shot at... Yeah, I don't think he's got the nerve to do that, unfortunately. He's going to take a shot at Skullface, first of all.
Mhm.
That is going to be, does a 16 hit?
16 hit me.
Yes.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay, that's going to be an extra d8 on top of this. So that's going to be, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You're going to take 18 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
Oh, me.
Yeah. And it could have been worse. He is going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's not really anywhere for him to run to, so I'll say, bear with me, 30 over here. This one is going to step forward, 5, 10, 15, and yeah, he's going to take a shot at Ang, because otherwise I think Skullface might die. 22, does that hit?
It does, but hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Deflect missiles?
Yep, deflect missiles. That's what I was looking for. Speed. Damage is reduced by 1d10, modifier, and monk level. Okay.
Okay. So roll it.
D10.
Oh,
Plus,
hey, shit.
Hang on, dexterity and level 3 plus 3, that's 6, so 16.
Okay. Take 25 points of damage minus 16.
Ouch.
Minus 16. So I do not have a calculator open at the moment.
9. About 9 damage.
Yeah, so you take 9 points of damage.
Why is my shit not showing up? Fuck, basic math fails me.
I know, right?
8, there we go.
Feel my pain.
Curse you, D&D, your insistence on math. Okay, then. Jurnis, you were technically holding an action before we... Are you basically willing to just lose your turn?
Yeah. There was literally nothing I could have done to that point.
Okay. I was going to say we need to carry on because it's now going to be these guys and their turn. It's the problem of them all going on the same turn, I'm afraid.
Unless you want to let me walk up and blast them, but I don't think I know I
If
can't
you've
do
got-
the held action.
If you've got the space.
Gonna let me move?
Yeah, I mean, technically we're still doing their turn. But, again, technically you were holding it, so...
30. So I'm gonna move up here if Glorth is on my
Yeah.
shoulder.
Mhm.
Let me just get my thing. There.
Okay, so in the middle, all three of these take 20 thunder damage, is that correct?
Yep. Also this guy.
Okay, why?
And
He's within 10
shit.
feet. And this
Okay.
guy. Basically, I hit
5.
everybody here. That's sigh.
And now we sit back and watch as the DM's head explodes.
How many did I kill?
Hang on, he's busy doing math.
Two done.
so between two of us, we've killed 2.
Right, so by the way, this guy was hit as well, was he?
Yeah.
I think it was all 3 of them that were hit.
No, it's
dead
within
fool.
10 feet.
So all 5 of
feet.
them.
Yeah. It's all 5. No, I said all 3. I meant the 3 that haven't been killed.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I hit everybody.
So I would say, because this particular ability is a little bit sketchy, as she sees the attack, basically the spell effect, this female goblin here, basically she shoves him in front of her. She doesn't take any damage, but he takes a lot more. And he looks really badly injured. But yeah, you basically kill these 2 outright. Is that your turn?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, as I said, it's a little bit sketchy because, you know, we're still technically in their turn. So this guy, he is going to charge straight at Skullface. That's 5, that's 10, that's 15. And he's going to take 2 attacks with his great sword.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. No, he's not. He's going to take 2 attacks with his short sword.
Okay.
But it's a great short sword.
First attack, does 17 hit?
Yep, 17 hits.
Okay, then. You take 7 slashing damage.
Okay, 7 slashing damage.
Second attack.
Yep.
Does 9 hit?
9 does not hit.
Okay, so just as he was charging towards you, he gets hit by that shockwave from Jurnis's blast. He's just like really staggered. He looks pretty badly injured, but he's just in a rage, and the first swipe basically is all his rage, all his fury is just into that, and so he hits you there. He tries to get a second swing, but he's really off balance at the moment, and it goes wide.
Can I just for flavour spit blood in his face?
Sure.
Right, that's basically what Skullface does.
Okay then.
That's because it was entirely necessary.
This individual is going to.
Excuse me.
Target set text to choose another number. Yes. Okay. So this one is looking very concerned about the situation. So she is going to bonus action hide. Can everyone give me a perception check, please?
Jurnis sees Feckle. Let's see if I'm good as.
Skullface is kind of more concerned with the arrow in his shoulder and the slash across his chest.
Okay then.
That's a good thing to be concerned about.
Yeah. Let's see. She's going to be 5, 10, 15.
What about Aang? I got 16.
30. What was Aang's perception? 16? She rolled a 21, I'm afraid.
Oof.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Good
And yeah, it's like with all the chaos going on and everything, you're not too sure where she's gone. But let's see. That is going to be Woof. Mr. Skullface.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit you? Actually,
Yes,
if someone's attacking with it hits, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Wow, so because it's advantage, she rolled a crit, but she rolled a 1 on a damage, so you got less damage on her crit than what she did on the single attack.
Bloody hell.
Math!
That is luck.
That's not
You-
math, that's
Luck.
chance.
You absolute lucky bastard. So, yeah, she basically, you're not too sure where she went when all of a sudden this fucking javelin leaps from here. And it just nicks the side of your neck an inch to the side. That would have gone through your freaking throat. You basically just take 2 piercing damage.
2 piercing damage.
You hear her swearing her head off in Goblin. Okay.
I was
And
right.
lastly-
I did add Goblin to my sheet, so.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you know what she's saying, and oh my gosh, the language. Last but not least, this individual who's looking really annoyed at the situation. He's got his great sword. He is going to try and flank his friend. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh dear. Step over his former comrade. 30. Not quite flanking yet. But he is going to take 2 swipes with his great sword. First swipe. Does a 17 hit you?
That's what hit me.
17.
Yep.
How many hit points does Skullface have left?
8.
Skullface goes down with 10 piercing damage. It says piercing, but I'm pretty sure a long sword is...
slashing.
Yeah, slashing. A great sword, rather. Okay. Is he going to do a coup de grace? I think he's more concerned about the rest of you lot, and he's used his movement, so he's not going to use his other action for now, but as a free action, he is going to spit on Skullface. I believe that's all of their turns. Next up, Miss Springsinger.
Oh, shit. Okay. Give me a moment. Zoom in, slider. Thank you. So, poor little Skullface has got wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to blow my next 2nd level spell to cure wounds.
So that's 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an area of effect or?
That's
It's a
touch. You
touch,
have to be
so-
next to him.
Hello.
Hello.
I wasn't talking to you.
He looked very confused by
It's-
that.
Alright. Skullface revives, but he's kind of playing possum.
Okay. And bonus actions. Who else has been hurt?
At the
Technically,
moment,
Ang has, but he's fine.
I'd say that they seem really badly hurt. I mean, you could try healing them.
You mean the people who are actively trying to hurt us?
Yeah, you never know. You might appreciate it.
You know, I know Jurnis likes to try and get out of fights, but I feel like in this situation that is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I am, however, going to turn to Ang. You can do this! Bardic Inspiration! Have a D6 in this trying time.
Oh god, no, god, I have to edit that GIF now. Oh, if only I knew how. Anyhow.
Glove! Sick 'em!
Do you want to move back or anything, or are you staying put there?
I'll stay put here.
Okay. Next up, Glorth. Your green friend, well, one of your green friends, he's been knocked down. He just got back up again. They're going to try and
I'm
keep him
playing
down.
possum.
Oh?
I'm playing possum. They still think
Okay.
I'm down.
I mean, they were right next to Jurnis as she did a lay on hands. So
It's not like
we
it
will
lets off a light show or anything. So if he rolls deception, maybe.
I would say because it was your turn, I would have you as a free action give me a deception, Jurnis.
Me?
Yeah, because you're
You're the one casting it.
You did, yeah.
Oh no, my healing spell did not work. He is dead.
And where's the other one? Let's see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, I'm a musician.
Okay.
not acting.
The bugbear looks like, smirks to himself. The hobgoblin is just staring right at you with a really expression.
It was worth a try. Don't judge
Glorth.
me.
So what Glorth is going to do is he's going to steady himself on John's head and do a little anticipatory butt wiggle and hold on to the horns and flip over to kick the hobgoblin right in the face.
Okay.
Be an unarmed
Give
strike.
me. Yeah, I'd say. First of all, give me an acrobatics.
Okay, acrobatics.
I'll be kind. Yeah, I'd say I'll be kind because it's funny. Yeah, give me your unarmed strike.
Because that is the best reason.
Yeah. Congratulations, Gloth. You do. Well, unfortunately, you would miss with a 9. But yeah, apparently you do 0 bludgeoning damage anyway.
I don't know why this all does that.
So would he end up somewhere?
I would say. Yeah, I
guess?
would say Gloth is going to, because you can't end your turn sharing. Can you actually? Here's the thing with 5th edition. Can you actually end your turn sharing the same space as a friend?
Certain small creatures can.
I would say
small?
because it's a goblin and a gnome, I would allow you to be in the same spot as Skullface. Just so you know, this does appear to be a sandwich of murder.
Well, that's terrible.
Do I have enough movement left to slide through the legs of the hobgoblin and end up behind him?
Sure. Yeah, I will allow that. Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, he is now being flanked, technically. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all the actions I have.
Okay, then.
Right.
So next up is going to be Ang.
I was going to say I went before Ang before last time.
No, yes, I'm sorry, it's Ang and Skullface. So
Right. Okay.
I would say that each turn you
Skull-
guys can decide who goes first.
Okay.
Well, if you want to keep trying to play possums.
No, Skullface is going to do something now. He sits bolt upright, jams Letitia into the hobgoblin's crotch, and goes, "You
Touch this."
fucker." It's a 12.
Let's see. What have we ruled in the past in regards to point blank with a ranged weapon? Is that advantage or disadvantage?
It's disadvantage usually.
Disadvantage. Right.
Yeah. Even though, for flavor, even though it's like right at him, you know, he could technically bat it away. So if you roll it again for
Yeah.
him.
Okay, just roll regular.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. Oh, I thought we were saying disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
one.
that would be a
Ignore that
12.
then. Yeah, that's a 12 then.
Okay. He, unfortunately, yeah, he's going to bat Letitia away just as she goes off. He's going to flinch a little as there appears to be a draft in his trousers. But he
In
is
that case, I'm
otherwise.
going to use Action Surge.
Okay, yes.
And second verse, same as the first.
Sure. Okay, roll it again. Disadvantage. 18. Yeah, that's just about going to hit. Are you again aiming for the Joy Division?
Yep.
Roll it. Well, he wasn't expecting a piercing there, but he got one. There's a bit of a squeal, a bit of a yell, and he basically just like looks at you and it's like, I was going to be nice, but no. He's not saying anything. His eyes are just watching, but you get the impression, yeah, next time both of those swings are at you.
He's saying this, but he's talking in soprano.
Yes, basically. Next time I'm gonna catch you down, you little bastard.
And in the meantime, he's going. Actually, no, wouldn't it have cancelled each other out because of Gloth? Disadvantage.
You are correct. I am sorry. Yes, no, okay.
So does that mean that 19 counts as well?
To be fair. Oh, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, sure.
12. Just as he's squeaking, the other one goes.
So you just
One for each nut. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free action. He's going to look at the bugbears. Go. Do you fancy a free vasectomy?
Would you like to? How would you like to do that?
Intimidation.
No, I mean in regards to your second shot, which just killed the fucking hobgoblin.
Oh, like I say, one nut off, one nut off.
Yeah, there's just like this like tiny little strangle, and it's just like the giant fucking greatsword just clangs down as he just like curls up into a small pool of his own blood.
Aww.
I would say to intimidate the bugbear would be another action. So,
Right, fair enough.
yeah, he looks annoyed. So, yeah. Ang, did you have your turn?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, your turn now.
Okay, so
I hate you.
None of us really. Mr. I'ma eat a suspicious sausage. Giggle.
alright. Ang's just gonna come up to the hobgoblin here and
No, this one's a bugbear.
oh, this one?
Mm-hmm, Hello?
Hello.
I'm here. Sorry,
Okay.
just reading something real fast. Okay. And he's going to punch him.
Okay. 14 is, I do believe... Yeah, that just hits. Okay, roll me some damage. Yeah, okay. So, again, Ang, how would you like to do this? He was really badly damaged from Skullface earlier.
I don't know. Continuing the theme, I think.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you two?
It's gonna be an uppercut nut shot.
Oh god, Johnny
Which-
Cage. Johnny Cage.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough.
Gives
Yeah.
him a little lift.
Those are $100 sunglasses.
Yeah. You see this this huge bugbear just look down at his compatriot in fury, and he's about to take basically end Skullface. Ang just takes this one perfect shot, and then it's just like his face just looks very and this giant bugbear just sort of like cartoon style collapses. Yeah.
Just see the Mortal Kombat X-ray.
Yep. Okay. Any movement?
Well, I still have about 35 feet left. Just to get out of the way.
Who's left?
Who is
like-
left?
The guy up here, and
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you, my child.
so... Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 25. Ang's gonna move over here just to let everybody else pass.
Okay.
And that's
Right.
gonna be it.
Cool. Well done. Next up, Graz.
Okay, Graz is going to come out of the alley.
Mhm.
Evidently, I'm going to end up grabbing creature. So 5, 10, 15. She's going to look about. She's going to see... Is any of these two hurt?
This, give me a perception check for Graz. Because she was in the alleyway, so she didn't see all the damage that Skullface
fair.
did.
That's fair.
A 12. Yeah, this guy looks like he's bleeding a bit. He does seem to be backing up quite a lot. This one seems fine, just angry.
Okay, going for the injured guy.
Mm-hmm. A 9, I'm pretty sure a 9 is not going to hit. Let me just bring that up. Yeah, he ducks.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, whoop. Bonus action hide.
Okay, so we can play at that game. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. Okay.
Knife and spoon.
Knifey spoony.
Oh.
It's a Simpson reference. Oh no, she's not hidden. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's pretty much her done.
Okay. Next up, it's going to be these two. She is going to yell to this guy to quit running and deal with you guys. He is going to hold his ground. He is going to basically, he's torn between Skullface and Jurnis as the biggest threat. Let's do... Yeah, he's going to actually go for Jurnis. Okay. That is, yeah. He isn't going to move. He's just going to... It looks like he's centering himself, and he is going to take a shot at Jurnis. Does 24 hit?
No. Yeah, of course it fucking hits.
Okay.
I'm a bard, not a tank.
In all fairness, he rolled really low on his bonus damage. Because he gets bonus damage for not moving. So that's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of piercing damage to Miss Springsinger.
Okay.
That could have been a lot worse.
That is most of my health.
Yeah.
Guess you can use magic now.
Okay, next up, this one, bonus action, is going to hide again. Let's see, where's the... They're both dead, so I can close that tab. Let's see. Okay. So, anyone want to give me... What's everyone's passive perception?
I believe mine is 14.
Yeah, she
11. Yeah.
No, 12.
Okay.
I got 11.
Excellent. You all see her basically try and scamper behind this dead corpse. She rolled really low on her hide.
Oh wow, even me? Jesus.
Yeah, she rolled a 10.
Thank goodness it's not
Wow.
a corpse.
Yeah. Okay, so that is going to be a javelin attack at Miss Jurnis. Does 18 hit you?
Yes.
Again, she rolls like shit. That's only 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And she's just going to shout out to this guy, yeah, you got this, right? Yeah, you got this, good. And she's going to literally use her dead companion as a shield.
Actually,
5. Yes?
Just before she does anything else,
Okay.
it's just gonna burn.
Oh, wow, that was heartfelt.
Oh.
Dexterity saving throw, bitch.
Dexterity saving throw. Thank you, because that's literally her health.
21?
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
She has to beat 13.
Well, she rolled a 9.
She takes the
So-
full damage.
please give me the description of how you want to do this.
All right. Jurnis is just basically going to start swearing in Infernal, where the ball of fire gathers between her horns and just rockets across and engulfs her as she tries to hide behind the corpse.
Okay. So basically, what happens is you can see that she's trying to use the body, as a shield, but the fire is basically just looking around her. And it consumes her. She just starts screaming as she is literally just consumed in fire. And after
shit!
Second or so,
bad things happen when I get angry.
Yeah, that is pretty much that. While all this is going on, by the way, you see in here the remainder of the group are charging around. They are heading towards this door, and they are hammering on it, trying to get in. Next up.
Sorry, who was that? I couldn't see.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Basically, all the way up here.
Where's Specky?
Oh, yeah, where is Specky? Oh, Specky's on Jurnis. One sec. There we go. Hi, Speck. So, let's just, for the viewers at home, let's move all the corpses out of the way. So, while all this is going on, there's a growing number of goblins slamming against the door trying to get in here.
Okay.
Next up, is it Jurnis? Yes. Okay. After having murdered their leader in one freaking shot because there was nobody else she could swap places with, what's she gonna do?
What you gonna do when hellfire comes for you?
I would say you have this one dude who stood his ground before, now looking like he really regrets his life decisions, as his boss basically said, yeah, you got this, as you set him on fire.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Because I have 4 health.
Oh, dear.
Hey, at least you're not out for the entire fight like Clorth was first.
Yeah, poor Clorth. And then I'm going to basically glare at him. Sit down, drop your weapons, and we'll let you live.
Give me an intimidation, please. Okay. That is... Let me bring this sheet up. Wisdom saving throw, is that correct?
Yes.
I hate you all. I hate you. He rolled a nat fucking 1. He rolled a nat fucking 1. The absolute coward. So, yeah.
Roll me 100.
Sure.
So
actually,
does he need a
No,
dexterity saving throw not to slip in the puddle of his own urine?
it was low severity. He only rolled a 6.
Oh, sure. Enemy rolls a 6. I roll a 56. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely looks scared of you, and he does not look like he wants to continue this dance. Anything else you want to do?
I assume that was my bonus action. And my action was to heal
that
myself.
was.
So I'm gonna stay here because, ow!
Glor.
Next turn to heal too.
You went between this dude's legs, and suddenly there's... oh, God. Yeah, so, Glorth, you basically darted between this dude's legs, and as you were standing behind him, you felt a little bit of dampness on your brow as Skullface fired twice.
You have bulges on your face.
Yeah. Or blood, certainly.
Blood and a little, other fluids.
You know what we say? Easy come, easy go.
Suddenly, a Tarask appears.
He couldn't tell whether he was coming or going.
Gloth is going to use this turn to grab this fallen guy's clothes and wipe his face off.
See, men have this weakness. Yeah, I know that was a stretch.
I would like to remind you that the DM showed mercy.
Fair enough.
And that will not happen again.
I just want to point out the last time he used that tone of voice, Ez tore someone's face off. So,
So, is that your turn, Gloth?
Yep. Gloth is
Okay.
busy cleaning his face off.
Ang. What would you
All
like
right.
to do?
Well, seeing how this guy over here is now pissing his pants, Aang is gonna try and see what's going on inside. Okay, that's what it is. Is this a kill here?
Yeah, say again, sorry?
This
What about this?
This grayish area here?
I would say this greyish area is it's mud, it's uneven terrain, it's basically it's a mix of rubble, ruin, mud. It would be difficult terrain, so the only real safe way to get down would be the steps.
Okay. So Aang's gonna go this way down the stairs. And seeing is that as far as he can move.
Okay, you can move 40 feet?
Yeah.
Oh,
unarmored movement.
Ah, monks.
cool monk
So
shit.
cool. Yeah, cool monk shit. Okay then.
And wait, let me.
Oh no, my demon.
I think I have a key skill that let me move in a 20.
Yeah, Step of the Wind, I believe it's called.
You get that early?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, that's disengage. Creative blows, martial arts, patient defense. Blows.
While we're figuring this out, please bear with me one moment because the DM has dogs that he needs to keep an eye on. Just 1 second. He's hearing concerning noises. Yubby.
Uh-oh.
Aru.
You just say a
Okay, actually, yes. I'm going to use my feline agility to double my speed. So I already moved 40.
Write that down so Dennis can see that when he comes back.
One of the puppies is in trouble. Speaking of puppies, little Bailey has been very well behaved today. He's clonked out on the sofa like a good pup.
All the better.
Let's see. So, 5, 10. Lock door. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna 25. He's not gonna burst through the window just yet, but he is gonna get a look inside.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so were we able to figure out the movement thing? Oh, you were able to get
feline. Yeah, feline agility
Oh, there
to
you
double
are.
my move speed. I didn't use all of it. I just moved to the window to get a better look and see what's happening. And I'm going to roll perception
Sure.
as my action.
Okay, then. The windows are a little bit greasy. You look inside and you see the interior of this bar is fairly large. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. There's a lot of chaos going around. You see even more dead goblins inside. It looks like there was quite a number of people involved in this attack, and they all seem to be focused on this area here. Bear with me one moment. I just need to push this door to again. There we go. Okay. But yes. And other than that, you're not too sure if these bodies were involved in the attack or if they were just patrons. It's a little difficult to say, I'm afraid. It's a lot of fire, it's a lot of noise. That is your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Skullface.
Right. 1 second. First thing Skullface is going to do is use Second Wind.
Okay.
Give me a second. So
Did you not already use? Oh no. Second Wind was. I'm getting Second Wind in action surge messed up. Okay.
Yeah. So he uses that. That's 1d10 plus 3. So. Gets 6 points back. He's going to reload Letitia. So 1 second. As his action.
Okay.
-3 ammunition and a full barrel.
But
he's going to use some of his movement to get. You can use some of his movement to get up. So how much is that for getting up from prone?
I'd say that's about half your movement, isn't it? When you're getting up from prone.
Right. So he's going to move 15 feet.
Again, if you're jumping down. If you're jumping down onto the black material, that's basically rubble, and it's a bit of a jump without the stairs, and it is difficult terrain.
Right. Yeah, he's going to try it then. So how much movement does that reduce me to?
I would say around about here.
Right.
And just for flavour, give me not acrobatics. Let's just say athletics.
Okay. You'll say acrobatics is the better stat.
Yeah, unfortunately, you kind of took a bit of a tumble. You tripped over the body of the other bugbear that Ang cock punched, and
Johnny Cage style.
Yeah, you are prone again, and I would say. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Take 4 bludgeoning damage. I crit on a D4. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Ouch.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Oh.
Next up, Goraz. What's she gonna do? Hello?
Sorry, I got distracted with the fact that I don't know my goddamn alphabet and half my cards are now out of order, so I have to remove them, put them back at the... Sorry. Graz is going to... how far did you say this fall was?
It's almost like a 10-foot drop.
Okay. So she is going to 5, 10, and acrobatics to get down?
Yeah.
That's Jurnis' sheet, not Graz's. Acrobatics.
Nope.
How bad does she do?
Well, she's prone as well, and let's roll a d4. Oh, she only takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
We wouldn't want to hurt Graz. We love Graz.
If anything happens to if anything happens to Graz, Jurnis will be very, very sad.
Can't have a character die while their player isn't here to use them.
Graz is technically... Do you want to explain what Graz is for mechanic-wise?
Yeah, I guess back in the day, Graz was one of the monsters that you were fighting against in your very first combat. And she was the last survivor.
She's practically a minion for me now. It's great.
Okay.
But the thing is, she's kind of evolved to the point where mechanically now she's been with Jurnis for 6 months and everything. So she is now, like the rest of you, she is actually a level 3 player character in terms of stats. She's a Gloomstalker hunter.
It's the same way Arena went. She got level 3.
Yeah. So yeah, Graz is literally the arena of Voarcel. So let's see what happens to her.
Hang on, I'll go get the meat cleaver.
Oh gosh.
Next up, all of these guys are. Let's see, actually, if they are going to notice you guys.
We are invisible. I can't see shit.
Because their boss is kind of dead at this point. So...
To be fair, Shatter does let out a thunderous boom as well, so...
Okay, in that case...
there's been about 3 gunshots as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's real noisy in here. I would say these 3 are going to turn. Let's see if they notice Ang.
Oh no, they see the potato!
Well, that was a...
The potato's omnipotent. It doesn't exist in this dimension.
They have spot side.
Ang, were you trying to hide?
Yeah, let me roll stealth here, or stealth or deception. Which one?
Stealth. Because you, if it's deception, it's like you could try and pretend, oh, I'm not here. I'm a figment of your imagination. Unfortunately, that seems to work with 2 of them. This one in the middle, though, notices you, and it's going to call to its friends, and it's going to take a shot with its short bow. So, now here's the thing about partial cover. How exactly? What are the rules for partial cover again? It's like
you can either go simple, which is they get disadvantage, or if you go by the official rules, if he gets partial cover, he gets +2 to his AC. If he's in full cover, he gets +4.
Okay.
I tend to roll disadvantage because I'm lazy.
Well, let's first of all, let's roll our d12 of fuck you to Ang. 8. Okay, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Yeah, so... Yeah, let's roll... to be fair, let's roll disadvantage, and let's add 8 to that. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm pressing the wrong thing there. Boop. Yeah, okay, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So, Ang, does 24 hit you?
You know it does.
Yes, it does. Okay.
It's a ranged projectile, right?
Yeah, basically, it goes through the window. You get hit by the glass as this goblin throws a javelin. You only take 4 piercing from it, but it was one heck of a shot. And now the rest of them in the room know you are there.
Okay.
I would say...
Actually, I want to use my deflect missiles again.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely.
And let's see. Yeah, it'll completely reduce the damage to 0, since it was only 4.
Okay.
And I catch the missile.
Mm-hmm.
Javelin. And I can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack. And I'll throw it back at the guy that threw it at me.
Okay, yeah. This guy here, do it. Do it.
It almost sounds like he's daring you
I
to do
know.
it.
So do I roll 2d20 for that, or?
It
Yes,
counts
I
as a
believe
ranged
so.
attack for you.
Yeah, so it's a ranged attack.
Ignore the 15.
Yes, that actually does hit. So, is it the same damage or no?
I think it's the same damage.
Okay. No problem then. All right. I would say. Okay, so this is a sequence of events. This goblin, pretty alert. It saw you through the glass. It threw its javelin at you. The javelin missed, but the glass managed to hit you. You grab some of the shards, and you basically ninja star several shards of glass back at this goblin. It looks fucking hurt and freaked out. But it's still up.
Do I take any damage from the glass?
You said you reduced it to 0. Technically, it was the javelin that did the damage, but for flavor, we're saying it's the glass. For coolness points. Okay. Next up, Miss Springsinger.
Okay. 5, 10. Yeah. Okay. Let's join the stupid club. 15. Damn it.
Also, 1 point of order. I apologize. While this was going on, this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he's. Let's just get spec here. This guy is running for the hizzles.
Leave one. It's all right. Leave one survivor.
Peter is dead!
20, 25, 30. Is there anything I can do from here? Nope. Use my action to dash. Is that a set of stairs there yet?
Yeah, those are steps.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I assume this is a wall?
That is a door.
No.
Is this the wall?
Yes. Bear with me a moment. Let me actually get rid of the doors. So many layers. Too many layers. Too many.
Is he just gonna
layers.
hide behind the wall?
Yeah. I'd say the door is actually open at this point.
Okay. And
Get open.
so it's my action to dash. Is this an action? That is an action. Damn it. Right. And I go to glance over to Ang. How are we doing, big guy?
7 more enemies inside.
Remember, I said you're awesome before. Yeah, you still have the Bardic Inspiration, I think.
Yeah. I've already used my. And also, you have the other from the last game.
Oh yeah, so I do.
Oh. Oh, she does? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
Right,
a
you're a
rogue, so I
hopper.
can't bonus action hide. So that's me.
Okay. Next up, that's going to be Glorth. Hi, Glorth.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, actually,
Still
can I
a
do
little
this?
bit
Yes.
disgusted.
Can I do this as a bonus action before I finish?
When you do grant yourself a wondrous appearance. Okay.
I'm fabulous, darling. Basically, it means my allies, yeah, even Glorth, get 5 temporary hit points, and you can now use your reactions to move now without provoking attacks of opportunity.
2. Oh, we can move around enemies without it.
Just now, before it moves on to Ang's turn, you can all move your full movement as your reaction.
Basically, you get 5 temporary hit points. Also, I am very sorry about the penises.
That's okay.
Okay. Glow, I believe it was your turn.
So does anybody want to move before we move on? That ability lets you use your reaction to move your full movement, and considering we all need to get across the map.
Right. Skullface, in that case, he's going to make his way to there.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget that was everything there was difficult terrain.
Yeah, so I guess about there.
Okay, Graz is going to
do the
that's
same.
So she's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. No, wait, she has to get up first, so it's 5, 10, 15. She's here.
Mm-hmm.
Glorth, would you like to move?
Yes, and that's probably going to fluidly go into my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's so I have double my movement now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey guys, there's stairs.
Basically.
So.
To be honest, I didn't know that was difficult terrain, so...
My apologies, the DM did not explain the position very well. I apologize. Again, it's because of the verticality of the location you're in.
That's fine.
So,
I did ask about it.
I think I might have missed it. I'm very sorry about that.
No, you did explain it. You explained that this area and this area were rough terrain. That's why I went down the
That was
stairs.
after we started going down, but... That was after we started going down them, Bo.
That was before you started going down them, because I went over there before you even did that.
You didn't say you were right next to the stairs, so I was thought you just went down straight away.
True.
Plus, in all fairness, the bugbear and the hobgoblin jumped up without a strength check or anything. So, because I was distracted, they were hurt. Skullface really hurt them.
No.
Bad boy.
To say that
And their ears were ringing.
No.
So
back on track.
Skullface is.
So, is that your move, Glorth? Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah. Question: Is the door open?
The door is open.
Can Glorth see inside?
From your position, yeah, you can see through the windows. You can basically see this guy and this guy here, and you see this guy banging against the door, and you see a couple of bodies. I
would like to try the short bow to hit one of them.
Okay, what range is the short bow?
It's 80 feet.
80.
80 feet, okay. So that's going to come to... Yeah, oh yeah, they're all in range. That's fine.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Seriously, when we move, we're just going to get cats. It's going to be so much peaceful. And then I side-eye Jurnis, and it's like Pink Panther theme every 2 seconds. Okay, screw it. We're just going to get more gerbils.
That's her doorbell. That's how we know she's there.
Mm-hmm.
That means she can go out and hunt down birds.
Yeah.
So you've got the damage.
Try it again.
Okay, a 5. I'm very sorry to say. Could I please get a D100 roll from you, my dear? Thank you.
No.
48.
Our squishy little inventor.
Yeah, I would actually say, yeah, you're gonna. It's going to misfire, and you're going to take 3 points of piercing damage from your own. Shot.
Just like Wicked Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
Actually,
basically,
I got something better. Hang on, let me find it.
he twangs himself in the ear with the string.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? That really fucking hurts.
It really does. I've done archery. I love archery, but I suck at it. The good old days of scouts.
Oh, you're in too.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Mm.
So, Groth, is that your turn?
That will have to be it.
My apologies. Next up, Ang. After having
Do you wanna go
taken
first?
my D12 of... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Do you want to move first, Icy, or I've got to move? Yeah, I'll take a move then.
Mm-hmm.
Skullface runs into here,
Mm-hmm.
sees these two,
Okay.
spends one of his grit points.
Mm-hmm.
Last grit point. I'll just deduct that 1 second. And the bugger. And fires.
Is that... Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And these two bios. Yeah. Take 12 points of damage.
Yep. You basically... They just get splattered. It's a double headshot, basically.
He looks at the other four of us. Which one of you fuckers thought was stupid enough to take on the green strides?
This one here, sort of like looks outside, realizes that its leader is currently smouldering here in a pile, and kind of shakily points there. Ang, do you want to do anything?
Yes. Second. Yeah. 25, 30. I was
You
gonna
went
move
through
there.
the window?
No, I went.
You went round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
sorry.
went around. I went this way to there,
Okay.
and then went basically that way.
Okay.
He's got some savage like Chi who comes in the window.
I mean, it'd be cool. The window's been smashed open.
I was thinking about it, but then I know I'd have to roll acrobatics,
Yeah.
and I might fail on
looks
that.
cool, but okay.
You didn't play the Pink Panther theme.
So, Aang's going to hit first, ask questions later.
Okay.
And he's going to punch
That'll hit.
Yep.
this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 7 bludgeoning.
Okay, that's going to be 7 to him. Yeah, he looks badly injured. That hurt.
And then I think I can expend one of my key points to attack again. Why is this so hard?
Technology, it's a wonderful thing.
Technology.
Okay, actually, yeah. Never mind. Those all cover one action, which has already been done. So yeah.
That it? That your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so Graz, what is Graz going to do?
Where is Graz? There she is. So she's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna poke in the door. And she's gonna go, oh, okay, so there's more to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to go for the one Aang went for. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, this one here. Okay, 12. It actually ducks. The arrow
She does get
slams.
+2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons. Is that already included in that?
Yeah, she's because her roll was like a +7.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he ducks, and he gives a very rude, response in Goblin.
Graz gives him the finger.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
filthy mouth goblin!
Yeah.
Who's next?
Fuck you! Next up, it is going to be the goblins' turn, and they are about to gear up for a strike when you basically, this door here explodes.
It wasn't me.
Let me just get the where's the lair? Poppy, I just really just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, please. There we go. Okay, so this door explodes open as a shotgun absolutely shreds the goblins that were pounding on it. Get on the right layer, please. Thank you. Second blast is going to shred this one as well, as you see this. As far as a goblin is concerned, this goblin is tiny. She's just like wading out, pumping a shotgun. Behind her, you see this younger-looking goblin girl, and she has 2 hand pistols, and that's gonna be pop, as Ang is kind of splattered with the brain matter and blood of these 2 goblins here. So. As
little warning, ladies.
You see this really tiny.
I think that
Sephi,
was the warning.
Yeah. Sephi, if you could share your little picture with the Discord.
Oh, God, I've not got it on me. It's on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to put it up later.
Okay. Let me see if I can actually share this. I would have to turn it into a handout.
So
if it's on the Discord, share it on the Discord.
Then I'm waiting for you to do the line. The line.
Basically, you just, as she's stepping through the remains of this, absolutely annihilated goblin body, she looks around at the rest of them and is like, "Get the fuck out of my pub!"
Whoa! We're here to help.
So, let's see. Yeah, where she's positioned, she's basically just got both barrels of this shotgun trained right at you. This younger one basically steps out next to her, 2 pistols trained on you.
On me?
Yeah.
Back away slowly.
So, perception check. Okay. As you're backing away, I hope you don't mind, I'll just move your token once. Both of them sort of like notice Skullface without his skull mask in the corner. And this one is going to lower her guns. And she's going to be like, "Wex?" And this one is just gonna look at you. She's actually gonna pump the shotgun again once for effect, and she's gonna toss it to this girl. And let's see, that's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20.
Hello, Mum.
Yeah, he's gonna get punched.
Yeah. Shit. Literally, as she's as she shoves, she actually shoves these barrels out of the way, and they go.
Really?
As she backhands you. Yes.
We've been waiting all night to do this.
What, the EastEnders theme on the fucking barrels?
Yeah, the EastEnders gag. Yes.
I'm actually just gonna rummage through the chat and try and find that pic.
I actually.
I should be able to.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do it as a handout. If you'll give me 1 moment.
Yeah, I'll get it ready just in case.
Also, I did find the video I was looking for of Glorth basically shooting himself.
Yes. Okay. I'm looking forward to that.
It's in the player chat.
Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, let's see. Open original.
If there ever was a time to grow a third dimension as a
Copy
character, this is it.
Just stick in. Yeah, we're professionals. Sorry, and also I can only apologise so much about some of the background noise. Unfortunately, normally my wife would be able to take care of the pupper, but yeah. Basically, oh my gosh, yes, I love that
To
gift.
be fair, considering so many times I've had the baby in the background, it's understandable.
Basically, it's Peggy Mitchell in goblin form.
Oh my god. How is Skullface's head still attached?
I didn't catch that, Ben.
Yeah. So yeah, Skullface take 4 points of slapping damage from your mother.
Well,
Please tell me that reduces you to 0.
I must compliment you on your very effective manner of dealing with the riffraff, ma'am.
She looks this tiny goblin just looks up at you with a bit of a suspicious look. Glances around at the bodies outside. Yeah, I could do the same, I suppose. She's going to give Skullface another slap. That's only 1 point of damage.
They're friends of mine, okay?
All right. Well, at least you're useful. Now, if you bear with me a moment, I've got something to take care of. She does another with a shotgun, and because she's noticed this guy, 5, 10, 15,
Didn't
20.
she give the shotgun to the little one?
Yeah.
She actually did.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She said she was going to pull a pistol out of her garter belt or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, she's going to notice this one. And she's going to say, "You fucking tell those arseholes that Grendel Greenstrides doesn't move for no fucker. Get that!" And he is just going to fucking leg it.
No, all I can think of is Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is actually a good... yes. For those of you who aren't familiar with the really obscure British soap opera that we're referencing, that is actually a good... yeah.
Kind of reference?
Yes. So, yeah. He's going to stride over here. And let me actually kill the combat. She's going to call over her shoulder. "It's all right, you can come out now. They're all dealt with. Everything's fine." So a bunch of basically her customers start coming out, looking very, very shell-shocked. They're going to nod to everybody, and they are going to make their excuses, and they're going to get out the door. For the sake of brevity. Boop. This one, this younger female, is going to come up to Grendel, going to put a hand on her shoulder and says, "You all right, ma'am?" "Yeah, I'm fine." I actually forgot I'm playing both of them there, so a second, damn it. It happens! It does happen!
It happened to
Every
me.
DM gets at least once.
Now remember me waiting for Esmeralda answer?
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, just put kettle on, would you, dear? No worries, ma'am. She just like gives a really I don't know if malicious is the word, but a toothy grin to Skullface, and she's like,
Yeah,
good to see you again, kid. And she's going to head back into the kitchen, stepping over the corpses, and she's going to put the kettle on. Right, you can make yourself useful. Yeah, give us a hand cleaning up all these bodies. And this really tiny woman, I would say as well, the fire, just for the... Because I forgot that there's fire. Let's just say it gets put out.
Decorative fire.
This is fine.
Exactly. It's for the ambience.
Yeah, Wex just tries to sling a couple of...
We don't want an atmosphere, we want an ambiance. Sorry.
Yeah, Wex picks up one of these two, slings them over his shoulder, and tries to pick up another.
Okay.
So that's
just for the fun
check.
of it. Yeah, just for the fun of it.
20.
Yeah. You basically look over to see if your mother noticed it. You've got 3 of them, and she's not paying attention.
So he just takes 3 of them, slings them out.
Okay. So, for the sake of brevity and my own sanity, you eventually find yourself in the kitchen with Grendel, your mum, and your sister. Where are we? Cheska.
The blueberries left outside.
Where is the blue? There's the blueberry. I'm sorry. There's a lot of there's a lot going on. Okay, so all the corpses are eventually shoved out to the side to deal with for later.
Yeah.
So, your mum basically. This one elderly woman is finally shooed out. Okay. So, who are you lot? What are you doing here? And where's the rest of the family? She's got her arms folded back against the wall, and you can see she's like flexing her slapping hand.
I'm Gloth.
Look, I'm working on getting the rest of the family out, okay? I'm trying to sort it, which is why I'm down in the first place. Margot needed me to come down here and sort something out with the Redenville Riders.
Wait, Margot sent you?
Yeah, Margot sent me.
And she didn't tell me? Right, I'll have a word with her.
Look, the guards, it's a long story, but I'm trying to sort it out. And part of it is doing some work for Margot. You know me, I try to get away from the cartel life.
I think we both know how well that turns out.
Yeah, I know. Marina comes down here and gets stabbed. I know how it turns out.
You kind of shut her up at that.
Look, Mum, I'm trying to sort things out and put things right. And I've got some help, and this lot are helping me. But right now, I need to sort out some problems with Matthias.
Matthias?
Yeah, he's helping us out with his rider problem.
Are you telling me a son of mine has been in one of those filthy flesh pits of his?
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, he averted his eyes. It was adorable.
Not in Jurnis.
What did you... I'm very sorry, Jurnis. What did you say there exactly? You kind of broke up for me.
If it makes you feel any better, he averted his eyes. It was adorable.
This tiny goblin walks up to you and gives you a very intense look. She's going to head back over here. Oh my my gosh, you were so close to a slap.
To be fair, I'm literally sitting there prestidigitating the blood off my blouse. Just like...
Yeah, so you've been cleaning up the blood, yeah. Okay.
Look, Mum, you know that, like I said, I'm trying to sort all this out. I'm trying to get Lander back. And I'm doing what I can. Right now, I need to work with Matthias to find this guy who's riding up the riders, take him back to Matthias, let Matthias do a bit of his fun with him, drag him back up to Caswell Grim, and let Margot take care of him.
All right. Well, why are you here then?
Because I need somewhere to stay while we're here.
Oh, right. I see how it is. You think this is just a boarding house?
Look, you know that... You're just going to slap me again, aren't you?
Depends what you say, doesn't it? She flexes her hand. You hear Cheska snicker a little, and then she'll actually walk over and slap Cheska. What the fuck did I do?
Look, Mum. If I could have... I wouldn't have come back without the family in tow if I could have helped it, okay? Would have got him out first, and then I would have come home. I wanted to make sure Lander was safe. Right now, I've had to come here ahead of schedule, okay?
She sort of straightens herself up, pushes herself down, and gives you a good look over.
He's still looking very rough from the last year or so.
Yeah. Oh, you have not been taking care of yourself at all, have you, boy? Come here, look at you. She basically is going to take him. Basically, she takes you by the almost like the scruff of your neck, and she's just like trying to brush your hair to the side. You know, like checking back of your ears and all that stuff.
Do that thing where she licks her thumb and starts rubbing the dirt from your fist.
Yes, literally that. Only it's blood. Yeah. All right, fine, yeah.
Where's Vec? He looks to Jessica at this point. Where's your Grev? Were they supposed to be?
Well, Vec, he's currently working at the moment. He's doing security for one of the other taverns. And as for my husband, he's also doing work for somebody. You don't need to know him. She's looking over to the rest of the group. She's not exactly sure what to make of this lot.
Bloody hell. And who the hell are this lot?
Oh, them? This is the... let me just open my notes, because I want to make sure I get the name right this time. And, oh my gosh, these dogs, my head.
Oh,
yeah, it's... Yeah. It's Windfall, isn't it?
Oh, God, not them.
You would know Skull. I was going to say you know exactly who Windfall are.
Yeah, I'm just going to...
You're just going to?
Yeah, just looking it through on the stuff you've sent me already.
Yeah, Windfall Cartel, they're trying to buy up some real estate in this area, and obviously this pack stupid enough to think that just because we don't have official affiliation with the Fermenters, thought that I'd be willing to sell the pub. Well, I think we all know what happened there.
Well, it looks like the currency has been rejected. George points towards the door at the pile of goblin corpses.
Yeah.
Are you a comedian or something?
It appears
She's
that,
a bard,
Yeah,
it appears
right.
there.
Well, to be quite frankly, I tend to make light of situations where I'm nervous, and I have to say you're making me rather nervous.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Do you know who I am?
Not by name or deed, however, you do carry yourself with a certain stature that makes me very wary of you.
She steps a little closer and gives you a very intense stare.
That's
like a
the point I'm making. Yeah. Mm.
Then he gives you a very toothy grin. You're a smart girl. Yeah. Well, for those of you who do not know, I'm Grendel Greenstrides. This is my pup. And this is my neck of the woods. You can consider me old school in terms of this place. I'm Grimscar through and through. I know the names of every single person who's buried in the foundations of this building. Put most of them there myself.
I
don't know if there's
doubt
anything else. Don't know if there's anything else you really need to know, except what can I get you to drink?
Whiskey, please.
Good a taste, like you.
Man,
I'll have a whiskey as well.
Okay, no problem. Whiskey's all around then. You heard him, Cheska? And Cheska's like, oh, I was making tea. Ah, fuck the tea, we're having whiskey. Oh, fuck you know. All right. Language! Fuck!
I love this character.
Yeah.
I know.
Cheska's going to go behind the bar and start getting some whiskey for everybody. So, for the sake of brevity, you guys basically get a free drink, and for the time being, while Cheska is going to be busy picking up all the bodies because she wants a catch up with her son Wex. I think we're going to leave it there for the time being, unless you have anything in particular you want to say to your dear old mum.
Mum, I'm sorry, okay?
All right. I get it. I'm sorry for, slapping you and all that. It weren't your fault. All right? It weren't your fault. It's just... I miss her,
I know, Mum. I miss her a lot.
Whoa, that's a bit too on the nose. 1 second. There we go. Holy shit. Very on the nose.
And Skullface has actually got tears in his eyes at saying that.
No. She'll give her boy a hug and, dry his eyes. Nah, it's all right. We don't need any of that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a good boy. And next time you come in here, you tell me first, all right? Can get a proper welcome for you instead of all this.
No. Pretty fun party.
Oh, I had fun. I don't know about you lot.
I'm just gonna glance at the hole in my shoulder. Oh yes, it was a great time.
Yeah. Right. Well, I would say the only thing she's going to do is with Wex, as you now know him, she's going to have Cheska, serve your drinks, and in the meantime, she's actually going to take Wex out the side door and have a little conversation with him. I don't think you ever saw our new extension, did you, son?
No, I mean, I've been at it for a while, Mum, remember?
No, I know. Well, This is something I wanted to show you. I think you might appreciate it. So if
Welcome
you
to the
bear
den.
with me one moment. So many layers. So many layers. Okay. So you basically it's a newly made addition to the pub. It's basically it's a new set of bathrooms, and she basically points to the first one on the left. So let's just open that one too, and she points to the stone below. About 1 foot of stone, and he's right there, she says with a proud little smile. Any words you want to say to that little bastard as you relieve yourself? Feel free. She pats
Thanks,
you on the
man.
shoulder and steps out.
Looks, he's just gonna crouch down. I could have come back and done it myself, but I cared more about looking after my daughter. Because of you, she's in that fucking Fulbright mansion, God knows what. You should be grateful it was my mum who put you out of your misery. So I would have come, because if I'd known what would have happened, I would have come back for you. And with that, he just steps away. He's not even gonna give the guy the dignity of that.
Okay. You see Grendel's just watching over her shoulder, waiting for you. Gives you just a little nod, and she's going to step back inside. So, unless there is anything else that people wish to discuss.
Oh, one last thing, ma'am.
Yes, son.
You remember I left you that box?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I need Hazel.
Oh. Well, let me go get her for you. And she's going to step out, and she's going to go into the upstairs room. A little bit of time is going to pass. And so eventually, if you bear with me a moment, just do this and this and this. Okay. She's going to come back down, and she's going to hand a little box over to you.
Right, 1 second. Skullface places the box on the table, undoes the 2 catches on the side, opens it, and pulls out a second 4-chambered revolver. One that looks homemade. The handle is like an old umbrella handle. It's clearly not as good a gun as Letitia, but yeah, this was the first gun he ever made.
Yeah, some of your best work. I was so proud of you when I saw that, son.
He just smiles and pulls out Letitia. I improved, ma'am. But
That's true, but you never want to forget where you came from. She looks
That's
like
true
she's
enough.
about to give you a little bit of a slap, but then she relents.
That's true enough, ma'am. And with that, he takes out 4 of the shattering rounds and loads up Hazel. Clips her back, puts her in the spare holster, and closes the box.
Okay. As this is going on, you hear a tentative knocking from the entrance over here as you see this goblin woman looking a little bit concerned about all the bodies. Grendel, are you open? Nah, not right now. We're just doing some cleaning. All right. I just wanted to pass on a message. All right. and she's gonna try and basically gingerly step over these bodies and everything. Is your son? Oh yeah, he's here. All right, okay. She's actually going to step past Grendel and she's going to look over to you. Matthias says that he wants a word with you. He's got some information for you.
That was quick.
Okay. He just looks to Grendel and goes, "Ma'am,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to go pay Matthias a visit."
All right, son, just be careful. And again, you are going to keep your eyes on that floor, I swear. If I get any word about you misbehaving...
Ma'am, Rena was the only one.
Yeah. At that, she lowers her hand and she gives you a hug. Yeah, good boy. Right, go on.
Okay, Ma'am. See you later.
And with that... I would say for now, that is going to be all. So, play of the game.
The shatter spell.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that was just... oomphed.
I love that spell so much.
Yeah, I would actually give that a D12.
Yeah.
That was really good. But of course, who gets a D12 of FU for fumble of the game?
So it was only D6.
Yeah, it was a D6. You doubled it because of a nat 1.
Yeah. Well, if we're given a D12 for play of the game,
oh,
it's only 12. It's only fair.
I really don't know.
I feel like that should go to Gloth for hitting himself with a spell.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snatch is a hit you need it.
Yes. All right. I will accept that. To Gloth. Okay then. So, any theories, any questions, any ideas?
Too early to tell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Matthias and Jurnis has the right idea that this guy's basically going to rile up the writers and then betray them with his inside knowledge and be like, "Oh look, I dealt with the writers. Give me power."
Yeah, I'm going with that as well.
They've also learned that Jurnis is scared of confined spaces.
That is true.
Yeah.
What did you think of Skullface's? This is only a small part of his family, by the way. Holy shit!
I love his mum.
Yeah,
I do too.
I was just waiting for me to get slapped.
Like I said, all I was envisioning was the old lady from Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good comparison to Peggy Mitchell.
I was just waiting to get slapped. It was like, oh dear.
Here it comes! Here it comes! Here it comes!
I rolled, and she was like, yeah. Yeah, let me put it to you this way. This is a person Matthias wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of.
I have a feeling no one wants to get on the wrong side of this woman.
Yeah. Because it's like she's not exactly powerful, she's just respected.
It's like the Brazilian mum who can hit you with a chandel from halfway across the room.
Yeah.
Take off her slipper and wing it, hit you anywhere.
And it will stop the back in her foot before she walks out the door.
Yeah, basically. So, with that having been said, apologies about all the background noise. I love how it's like, now that we're finishing, they've all chilled.
Of course.
Of course.
Always a way. But I do believe that will be a good night from a creature.
Good night.
A good night from Icy.
Good night, everyone. Have a pleasant sleep.
A good night from Jurnis.
Good night, everyone.
a good night from Sephi.
Night, night.
Do it properly.
Night, night.
Good boy. And that's going to be a good night from me. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Does this mean we can now use the threat, I'm going to tell your mum, on him?
Absolutely.
Yes,
And it will
absolutely.
mean something.
Absolutely.
Oh,